Maddie, you really like the art Twitch is using for this game? Yeah, it's, let me just, it's the Commodore 64 box art, which sadly I couldn't find the NES version in here, although that is the one that we're going to be playing. There's the NES box art. But damn, I was looking at that box art and being like, what were they cooking? I like it. It's so evocative. It's such a... Yeah, I like the over 500,000 blurb on the NES one. It's not like that crazy of a number, but like pretty good. Good for the time. It's so grimy. Like, what even situation is this art meant to evoke, right? Because you can see the reflection of another Spelunker in the guy's eyes. Like, you can see the light coming off their helmet. So is it a sinister Spelunker, or is it like raised eyebrow emoji, pride flag emoji? You know what I'm saying? Are they about to get some greasy pounding going? I don't know what I'm saying. They're going to kiss. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It might just be Spelunker today, or it might be NES slop if Spelunker sucks and I want to move on to something else. But Spelunker is by Broderbund, which is the same company that made Lode Runner, and it looks like a very similar game. It really does look like OMG So Retro Spelunky. But, you know, obviously it's probably going to be pretty different. The stream title was Spelunk with no Y, and people started calling me Grapefruit, like grapefruit with no Y. It's better than gay fruit, you know, not that there's anything wrong with that. Gay fruit's just been done to death. We got some awesome art here from Herb, and I almost called it Herb NES, but no, I just titled the file that to distinguish this from other recent Herb art. Herb always cooks. Herb, who makes excellent animations and fan edits. I really like this image. It's very Ed, and Eddie. I look like such a scumbag. But I really like it. This is the vibe we're going for. Just a greasy idiot grinning and playing shitty games that suck ass. And by that I mean old games, because all old games are bad, as we all know. I also like my little roaches sleeping. They're awesome. So let's get into it. Thank you, Herb. I'm going to mute this music. Dun, dun, as much as I like that little sound. Somebody just commented on the Tomodachi Life video saying, "This is all of Grapefruit's glup shittos." Alright. Let's get the NES on. My NES is in a weird place. Oh, is it gonna capture? It's gonna capture. Here we go. As usual, let me know if you can see and hear everything. Alright. Awesome. What a dramatic intro. So I know nothing about this game. I picked it up because it looked cool and it had Broderbund on the cartridge. Micrographic image. I'm so happy with how the capture looks at this point. My old NES streams looked like ass, but I have slowly worked my way up to like pretty good capture quality. It's not perfect, but I think it's about as good as you can get with a real NES. So here it is. I'm just gonna go in. I'm playing on my CRT as usual. Okay, I got 500 points. This game has big time meme status in Japan. I got some kind of boulder, some kind of valuable boulder. Ooh. Oh, it's one of these. Dude. Oh no. How do I get up this tiny ledge? What? I think I need to... It's like fucking arcade Donkey Kong so far. That's my 10 seconds in review. It's got the like fall 1 inch and you're dead fall damage. Okay. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is there like a quick reset button like how Load Runner has? Okay, jump off it. Perfect. Now, time to learn. Do you pick up bombs? Is one of those inventory spaces for bombs? It is, okay. Is this a spike? Assuming these are not meant to be touched. So, like, am I gonna... Oh, yeah. I'm gonna need to, like... Let's just science it. Oh! Very, like, Game Boy sound. It's like the Wario Land 3, like, swimming sound effect. Okay, so every fucking thing kills me. You die very easily to fall damage. I'm assuming I don't want to touch these rumbly rocks. Let's just science it. It's not like I'm doing well anyway. Oh, I can touch the rumbly rocks. Ooh, yeah. This is the kusoge that Japan went nuts over. That's, I didn't know this. I genuinely, I really went into this blind, so I'm gonna learn a lot today, I think. I thought it was gonna be, like, really good. So far, it's pissing me off, but we'll see. We'll see if it's good. Gotta do a well-timed jump. It's a far cry from, falling in Load Runner and the game goes eeeew, and then doesn't murder you for falling. Oh, yeah. Hello neighbor pivot incoming? Oh. This music is giving me deja vu to something, but I don't know what... It's like a Paper Mario song. It's a Paper Mario song that sounds like this. Okay, are you good? Oh. There's like a timer. There's like a meter at the top. Oh, God. Huh? Maybe I should go up there. Is that from, like, Super Paper Mario? This is level 2 in Sayabon Action? Really? Cheeseland! That's Cheeseland from fucking Mario Kart. Okay. Well... we're exploring right now. What? I, like, got stopped by the rope. Touch rope? No! Okay, so... That is fucking nuts. Falling 2 inches gets you. It fucking murders you. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Castlevania jump in, hold up to grab onto the rope. Slide down a little bit, jump to the side. We've done it. Chat, we've done it. Is this gonna... I'm assuming this is... Oh. I can control it. Okay, these aren't gonna kill me, right? Falling down these little steps isn't gonna kill me. Okay, there's some mechanics that I have yet to understand. It's a loud-ass bat. Can I just touch this? Okay. I see the little, like, rocket ship going to the left at the top of my screen. When I pick up one of those, it resets Min and Max. I don't know that. There's no way going that way is gonna lead to anything but pain. There's a huge rock I probably can't get over, and then there's also a blue door. I need the blue key to get past the blue door of true. Okay, we absolutely cannot, afford to go down there. Whoa. Oh, fuck you! Yeah, you know, I probably have bombs. Is this Spelunky? Am I playing Spelunky right now? Dude. Dude. That gap. I fell through that. I've seen some fucked up fall damage in platformers in my day. And this is... Oh. Why is Dracula music play? It is fucking Spelunky! The ghost just showed up! It is Spelunky! This is totally... I bet one... With the ghost, I put $1 trillion on this being like, yeah, this is Spelunky. The Spelunky is this. I know it's like not a hard conclusion to come to. After seeing just a couple things, but like that ghost, I mean, are you kidding me? The amount of thought you have to put into things that just you wouldn't even spare a single neuron thinking about in a normal platformer is kind of awesome. So let me see. Oh! Okay, down, I have a gun, first off. Oh! Oh! It killed me! It fucking murdered me. Awesome. Okay. Let's see, I'll have to figure out what this gun does. God, if you just... Fuck, if you twitch on a ladder, you will get owned. I'm gonna need to move my NES so that we can, like, reset easier here. Well, if you are sensitive to flashing lights, I apologize for every single time I set a bomb on the ground, because it is going to have ridiculous flashing. Not really much I can do about that, sorry. Dude. Actually, dude, like, that's a legit 100% dude moment. It's like when you jump onto a rope, hold directly up or down. If there is even the tiniest bit of left or right, you'll slip off and fall because you touched an air molecule made out of death. Isn't it funny too, like, this ground really seems like it should probably hurt you, but it's like one of the very few things that doesn't. Okay, placing a bomb. Ow. My eyes. Okay. Oh! The good thing you automatically grab the rope. You really gotta... Your placement's gotta be good there. Okay, so... There's a ladder. Ladder works the same as rope. I am leaving the level, I guess. Does this... I'm not leaving the level. I'm dying to a ghost. Kill ghost. Oh! Wait, I actually killed the ghost. And then... what? Never in a million years did I imagine I could actually kill the ghost. It was a move of pure desperation. Maybe he can only appear for, like, a set amount of time. Or did I just blow him to smithereens with my little Spelunker gun? It's like you gotta strategically plan the times that you get those meter refill things. I jumped. This game kind of looked like Cheese Land. I forgot that existed. Chat is theorizing that maybe the fact that such short falls kill this guy, maybe that means he's, like, huge. By the laws of physics and by the, you know, the logic that small rodents or ants, you know, don't really take fall damage in real life. It could be. You do, like, automatically grab ropes and ladders. Can I attack in midair? Of course I can. Why would you ever think I would be capable of attacking in midair? Did I just throw a rope? Oh. Okay, I'll bite. Of course. What is that? What was that? I shot a thing up, and it didn't hit the bat at all, but the bat died, and then, like, from the spot where my missed shot landed, a sun fell down. And then that sun killed me. This is my interpretation of events. Okay, so don't even hold a direction when you're jumping onto a rope. Just let it have. Just, like, remove your fingers from all buttons. Okay. The thing is, like, this is probably the path we want to go last. Although I did get a blue key down here for what it's worth. What is that? No idea. Oh. I know that was actually like a dumbass moment. I like to think I'm pretty good at like internalizing the rules of platformers even when they have bizarre rules, but that was a moment where I thought, oh, surely I'll just be able to walk off this ledge and have my momentum carry me into the ladder. No. Ah! Okay, kill it. You can just kill it. What an odd mechanic. You can just ice the ghost. That's not a thing in Spelunky. Guys, which game came out first? This is Spelunky. I bet it was this. I'm just... Oh my... I jumped. I hit jump. Okay. I jumped. It's gonna be one of those games. It's gonna be one of those I jumped games. What happens if I just hit jump while on the rope? Nothing. Ugh. Okay, we can't just walk onto that. We can just walk onto this, which is like a crazy privilege we get. By the standards of this game, that is absurd. It's like, what the hell is this attack? It's got a pretty crazy range, but the instant that thing goes away, the enemy just comes back. Oh, yeah. Yeah. IDK, man, Spelunky's pretty old.
Hey, you see that fucking prick's face when he said it get?
So that chatter spelled it yacht.
The prick's face when he said it yacht?
Make that scene have a very different meaning. True. What? You didn't grab the thing. I thought you automatically grab it. What the hell? Well, I'm still absorbed enough to play. We're not gonna go that way. There is another blue key down here. So I'm gonna try to use that blue key to... Actually, was there another? Yeah. That's the one you get for going this path. This is a crazy level 1. I can't believe this. Well, it's good that I chose, like, a really funny game. I genuinely did not know this game had a reputation. Helix Snake said this was the first Kusoge. It's like the term Kusoge was coined around this game. I'm not, like, hating it. I hate it. I jumped. I jumped. I gotta do my jumps before I think I can. Before I think I can do them. Or before I think I should do them. It's also like, it's not like your jump, you know, gets a lot of height. It doesn't really have what we in the platformer business call clearance. Alright, grab the rope. You know, Cheeseland slapped. What happens if I go up here? Secret? Let's just grab these things. How's the timer doing? Fantastic. We don't even need that. Don't even take it. We'll get another one down here. For what it is, it's not terribly designed. It's just that it is what it is. That's the main problem when it comes to enjoying Spelunker. Ew! What? I gotta pay attention to, like, when does the ghost even arrive? I didn't think I was anywhere near the timer going off. But perhaps I was mistaken. It's honestly safer to go this way, and you get a bomb for it. The way the screen transition happened there was a little messed up. So that's just the bat. You could totally get through there without killing it. But I love killing. It's fine, this is like what they call a step platformer. Actually, is that even true? Step platformer is stuff like Prince of Persia, like the original Prince of Persia, and like Another World. Dude, I did jump that time, we saw it! It just hit the ceiling and canceled my momentum. I would, in a weird way, in the same way that I consider a lot of, like, not ImSims, I would consider this akin to a step platformer. Okay, bronze key, got. I will beat level 1 of Spelunker. Okay, just automatically get out. Okay, we could use a timer refill here. Love that. I'm assuming you just lose if the timer goes off. Ow. Okay, blue door, I have a blue key. Moment of truth. Nice. Oh! 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 Dude. It's the most dude 3 dots game of all time. Dude ellipsis the game. Alright, I need both of the blue keys. Learning moment. This is what it's all about, though. It's all about games like this. This is what really makes me tick lately. You know the art that had, like, me with my, like, legs crossed on the table? I'm unintentionally, I just realized I'm doing that exact pose right now. Now I just need a big greedy grin. Arrgh. It's my grinning noise. Okay, well, let's grab this blue key, shall we? I don't even know if I need to cross this gap, but I'm just gonna... That flashing... Not all, like, flashing in old video games is, like, disruptive to me. It doesn't, you know... I jumped. I fucking hit the jump button. Ah! 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 It's like, what's happening there is I'm hitting the jump button. I know what's happening with the ropes. I'm pressing the jump button 1 frame before I hit a direction, thus totally nullifying the input, making it do absolutely nothing. That's what's going on. So I need to, like, hit direction and then jump right after if I want my jumps to actually go through. Okay. No need to worry. Look at the timer. The timer's not anywhere near 0. Okay, we got him. It's a weird weapon we got. I don't... we haven't really found a use for it besides just dispelling that ghost. There's a lot to unpack there. Oh, that was a particularly messed up one. It was like I was standing close enough to the Wario Land 3 swimming sound effect rock to not touch it. I did a straight jump in the air and then landed on it, even though I wasn't touching it when I was on the ground. And it's a triangle pointing up. That makes no sense. And then it bumped me into the ledge, or into the fall damage. That is awesome. This is someone's favorite game? Yeah, and that person is me. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? I'm gonna try just standing here. Okay, good. I'm assuming, like, if the bomb is off-screen, it must be safe, right? It's honestly, you shouldn't assume such things. Okay, direction and then jump. Yeah, standing on the ground, you can just collide with those things. I mean, we saw me just overlap totally with one there. I'm assuming it's like you get that idol that's down there, and then you bring it out that door. That is what I am assuming. Okay. It seems to have pretty good range, that gun, too. It's actually a squirt gun filled with holy water, guys. Okay, we do need to go this way. There's a pretty set order that you need to do certain things. Dude, okay. Starting to get the hang of it a little bit. We're just gonna ride this all the way down and be cool as a cucumber. Oh. Just gonna do this. That is a baffling attack. I still have no clue what's happening there. But if it gets rid of the bat, then I'm a happy cat. No, why would you risk jumping to the other one? Just make... I was trying to, like, calculating. Trying to calculate a jump to go to the further one. No, don't risk it. You can only jump an inch in this game, and you gotta work with that. I jumped. It's fine. Just give a little more leeway for your jumps. Such a cool sound, by the way. Love that sound. Okay. I gotta lock the hell in. But what do we start with in terms of lives here, by the way? Like 3? I have 2 right now. I think I've died twice this run? Maybe I'm wrong. Let's just set the bomb. And go down, because we're gonna need to go down here anyway. Maybe I should have saved that for, like, on the way back. I wonder if anything exciting will happen when I pick up this, idol. I'm quite excited. You gotta manage shit so hard in this. Okay. Alright, here we go. Oh! Not what I was expecting at all. The music changed. And now it's the same again. Oh! That is so cheap. Is there any way to, like, tell without knowing that that's there what's gonna happen? It's so messed up. Just doing that to someone. It's fucking crazy. Okay. I'm trying to, like, keep an eye on the ground and just see if there's any suspicious areas. Don't see anything right now, though. Dude. Is this like... Is the game like all one big level or something? Like, was the idol just like a checkpoint? Oh god, what's gonna happen if I touch that? I'm so scared of the girder. Okay. Go up, go up! Yeah, some flashing effects in old games really bother me. I jumped. But that one, what the fuck? Someone just fell in my room. That one really hurts my brain. Oh shit, right. God. What am I shooting? What am I actually shooting? Is it like a flare? Like, what am I, like, what's happening? It doesn't make sense. Alright, well, basically the worst possible thing happened. I got to the idol, and it turned out that that's just like a tiny part of a much larger level. Maybe the whole game is one level. Like, not only is it not a step in completing the level, it's actually a harbinger of things to come. So what the hell is this little area about? Maybe it still is a game about reaching the end with the treasure. It's like I didn't even pick up that big idol. Like, what the hell is this? I jumped. I did jump, though. Yeah, you know, game, you said I didn't jump, but I did do that. I did jump. I did. So that's just a lie. You lied. I'm sorry. You're wrong. I did jump. Oh! I jumped. How much did you buy this game for? It was like $15. Well, that you can pause on the game over screen, by the way. Wow, I wonder if there are levels in this game, or if it's just all one big level. Metroidvania with one room. Yeah, maybe I should peep the game's manual. Then we'll learn what kind of flare gun resurrects the dead. It's the flare gun that's hooked into the cycle of life and death in the universe, the Samsara gun. Capable of destroying large bats in a single instant, but also capable of bringing them back mere moments later. Do you think the $15 were well spent? Absolutely. I've already had $15 worth of fun in this. I don't know how, like, I'm not being, like, performative here. I do like old, weird platformers. I just like them. They gotta be kinda good, and I think this one is kinda good. It's just, absurd when you compare it to certain modern games. Is the ghost back? Why did the music just do that? The jump button! I did! I pressed it. The way you gotta jump. You gotta do jumps like such an asshole in this game to be able to live. Oh. Oh yeah. It's a good run. You can't jump there. It's the one situation where you really don't want to do a jump and do want to trust that somehow you'll be able to run across, you know, a 1/2 a pixel wide gap. It wasn't, yeah, it's not too bad. If you play a lot of NES games, you realize that something like this is actually pretty high above the standard. I particularly enjoy just playing a game by looking at cool cover art and being like, yeah, I want to play that, and then just delving into it with no prior knowledge. It's fun to play like a super duper classic that everybody talks about, but I'm willing to tank a game being kinda ass in some respects. Like that, if it means, you know, getting to experience something interesting and new that I've just never heard of before. I hit jump and he didn't even attach from the fucking rope there. I feel like that was proof that the game sometimes eats my inputs. Now, if only this game would eat my ace. Really? Did you see how I perfectly jumped over that thing to, like, save it for later? Pretty cool. The ghost cracks me up. I don't understand what his deal is. And the fact that you can just shoot him with a gun, and he just goes, oh, okay, I'll go away then. It's so funny. Oh. Oh. That jump is crazy. Okay, just walk. Nice. I had a similarly fun time with Solar Jetman. Buying it off the same principle. And plenty of the NES slop games. I keep jumping too high there. I really need to, like, jump low to the ground so that bat doesn't get me. Okay. It is definitely not as fun and approachable as Lode Runner, though. Lode Runner's good. It's just genuinely a good game. Yeah, Solar Jetman is actually pretty good. That's the crazy thing. I jumped. I jumped! Maybe what I gotta do in that situation is just, like, hold right, mash, jump. If it's just, like, that's a pretty unique situation, where there's a rope that I just want to get past. So maybe just hold the direction and just mash the jump button. Alright. Needless to say, it is Castlevania jumps. You can't affect your momentum in midair at all. How did that hit the ceiling? How? Genuinely, how? I feel... Can I get a clip of that? Clip that, please. I feel like I just bumped into a bee or something. There was no... There was no ceiling there to bump. Like, there was, but it was like a foot above my head. Nobody's clipping it, and you know what? Fair. I feel relatively confident that I just wasn't even close to the ceiling for that, though. The game, like, treated it like a head bonk, but it was just so far from a head bonk. People don't clip stuff as much these days. It's part of the reason why, and it's not a bad thing, but it is unfortunate for Twitch scraps. Makes making those a lot harder. But that's on me for making a series that revolves around Twitch clips. Yeah, oh, clipping on Twitch is shitty, too. It's... I don't mean like it's poorly made, I mean like if you do it, you're a bad person. No, it's poorly made. Okay, I'm gonna jump. Okay. Maybe if I declare all my jumps before I do them, then the game will listen to my words. Oh wow, that didn't actually hit him. What a doofus. I'm starting to feel that there are certain times when it is appropriate here to be fast and confident, and there are times when it is appropriate to be slow and inconfident. Why is this fucking spooky music playing over and over again? Stop it. Just walk. Oh, that feels so scary every time. But the just walk strat has never failed me. Okay, let's try to... Ooh. Actually a really close brush with death there, unironically. Really, I was locked into death. That time I tried to make the jump low, and that is the one time I actually died to the bat by doing that. Insanity. You know, I really wish it was like all ladders, no ropes. The ropes just suck. The ropes are just a worse, harder to use ladder. Oh, that risky jump. Okay, yeah, I see you. You're very cool. It's like, am I expending a resource? I am. I expend score. I have like a treasure gun that's fueled by treasure. Okay, run to the right and mash A. No! Oh. Terrible idea. I forgot about ceiling bonking. Because, of course, that's a thing. Oh, I got a little too freaky with it. God, just hit the reset with my... I keep trying to make the game over screen go faster by hitting start, and it pauses the game over screen. So what is the, you're saying... No, you expend the timer? I mean, I pretty distinctly saw my score go down. What the hell? That time it didn't happen. I literally, I'm not crazy. I saw the number of my score go down when I shot the gun earlier. Let's just find out what happens if you run out of time. I'm assuming you just die on the spot. Oh my god, the timer thing happened while I was dying? Or it reset when I died? Just now with the ghost, it like... Maybe it's like I got score from killing the ghost, and it made it look like... the number changed. Like, the number fucking changed. Like, go back and look at the VOD. It may have gone up. Yeah, you just conk down on the ground, okay. Okay. I just wanted to figure it out for science. Woof, man. It's like, okay, so I'm getting... Is this a bomb? No, this is... treasure, I guess. I'll try to, like, figure out what everything is. I see my bombs in the HUD. I see my lives. I just picked up what I'm assuming is a flare, yes. Okay. Figuring it out. Seems like you get a lot of flares, but there's, like, so far, an enemy in the game. Ow. Jumping over that to preserve it for later, even though it's probably never actually, like, tangibly helped me out, is such a slick strat. You know what happened here, by the way, is I fucking walked to the left, my guy automatically touched the rope, and in the instant that I pressed the jump button, it really is like if somebody had a fetish. Like, they get off to, like, eating your jumps. It's like jump, like, feederism. Right? Isn't that what they call, like, I'm so big and fat, my big belly. It really is, like, you could only make a game that eats your jumps this bad if you were jerking off to the concept of eating jumps. There is no other explanation. Yeah, I gained score for hitting that guy. Like Mike Judge or whatever whoever the hell it said worked at Broderbund Software and made this, was rubbing himself through his pants making this, thinking about all the ways to eat your jumps. I jumped. I jumped. Okay, well, it really is like, there is a kind of cosmic horror to this. Like, I just don't even know if we ever got remotely close to beating anything that resembles a level. all my hopes have been dashed. Okay, so you gotta jump from that very specific tiny little spot. Okay, jump. Thank God. To jump. Yeah, like, to jump. It's not, you don't just jump. You gotta, like, to jump. I'm just taking that. We don't even know if I'm gonna need to, like, leave. No worries. That wasn't close. To jump. To jump. To jump. Okay, you don't need to do it on the ground. To jump. Dude, there must be something that's making the ghosts show up. It seems random. Okay, come on. That was a good jump. That was a real good jump. I could probably dodge past the bat projectiles, but might as well play it safe. Why so many ghosts? Why? I don't need to... We're samsaraing the bat because I needed to kill a ghost. Oh ho 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 ho! Could have been bad. Alright. Stupid bat. It makes such an irritating noise. Okay, do not do your stupid strategy here. Alright. It's crazy. I love the... For a second, like, oh, Spelunky, like, the ghost shows up. I was like, oh, it's because the timer ran out. Now I know it's not quite that. I don't know what it is, but... It is awesome that we just shoot the hell out of the ghost. We just blast him. Oh, my meter is low. Oops. I think we're probably just screwed on this life. Oh, there's a refill thing right here. Nice. The most optimal it could have been. What a comically disgusting explosion animation. I can't get over that. Okay. Oh, I hit the ceiling there. The killer. But it didn't actually end my run. I don't want to freak anybody out, but I got 5 lives right now. We are still on life number 1. Does that mean you start with 5? Oh yeah, no, there is... That's very telegraphed, actually, if you know what to look for. There's like a huge conspicuous gap underneath that clues you in if you're in the know. I'm gonna go up here. Place a bomb. Oh. It's going good. I got a life for, like, touching the idol. I would believe that. God damn it. I just freaked out there. That was not a I jumped moment. That was a I'm actually made a real mistake moment. The rare moment where I feel accountable for what happened in this game. Okay. What was that? What was that? What is that? There's some, like, NES screen wrap jank going on there, I think. I thought that was an ARG. I just call anything mysterious an ARG at this point. It's really funny to me. Where? Well, oh, I was gonna say, if you're not gonna show your face, then I don't care. Whew, okay. We've got quite far so far. I jumped, I jumped, I jumped. Ta-jump, ta-jump, ta-jump. I'm gonna say that every jump. Ta-jump, ta-jump. I just need to condition myself to always do it that way. Okay. Ta-jump. That killed me. I genuinely thought that wouldn't kill me. I don't have another blue key. Ta-jump, ta-jump, down, ta-jump, ta-jump. Okay. Ta-jump, ta-jump. Oh, another thing, but I don't have any keys. So this is cringe. Ta-jump, ta-jump. Okay, ta-jump. Ta-jump. Ooh. Ta-jump. 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 Dude. Oh, it put me all the way back down here. Super cool, bro. Yeah. I didn't say to jump, and I fucking died because of it. Big surprise. To jump. To jump. To jump. It's just the most awkward possible way to jump in a game. But you have to do it every single time. What is this? What? Is that good? Am I... Something changed? The music changed, but... I feel the same. I didn't get a life, I didn't get nothing. Ooh, new high score! In a bizarre, flashing pattern. That's something. Maybe I won't reset my NES now. Now that I actually set a score. Oh, okay. The thing is, I actually do think, like, this has the same kind of appeal that Spelunky has. I want to keep playing it. So far. We'll see how that changes over time. I've been watching this YouTuber called Comedy Without Errors. You guys know this channel? He, like, talks about comedians. Good channel. And he did this big, like, sort of expose series on Louis C.K. And I've been watching through that, and it's been, you know, it's like a dark topic, because Louis C.K., I jumped. I didn't say to jump, though, so it didn't fucking work. To jump. Okay. Louis C.K. got canceled because he, jerked off in front of women, in the entertainment industry in highly inappropriate scenarios, without their consent at times. Oh, how do I get out of this? Oh, what? I just died for no reason? But, it's sort of an expose about, like, how Louis C.K. has kind of responded to being canceled, or like, kind of the lack thereof. And about just his MO as a comedian, and about how a lot of it is kind of, like, rooted in falsity, and, there's a lot of, like, sort of shitty things hidden in the margins of a lot of his comedy. Or even stuff that's just brazenly out in the open, that just feels shitty in retrospect, and it's like... it's this idea that maybe people gave Louis C.K. a little too much credit as a comedian for a long time, which I have found very entertaining to listen to for the entirely selfish, childish reason that I always fucking hated Louis C.K. I always thought he was so abhorrently cringe. And I'm sitting there watching these videos just being like, ah, yeah, totally, I'm, you know, eating a Twizzler, sucking Cheeto dust off my fingers. No actual, like, credence to anything I've ever said in my life, but I'm like, oh yeah, I saw right through his facade from the instant. I know it's like, oh, you know, I'm taking this horrible thing and making it about, you know, it's basically that image of like, oh, when the random e-celeb that I disliked for being unfunny finally gets outed for like a legitimate reason to dislike them. But it basically has been like that. I know it's a pathetic interaction with a topic like this, but I've been sitting there going like, fuck yeah, dude, shit talk Louis C.K. for like 3 hours right into my ears. He sucks. I always hated him. Oh. How can you hate Louis? He was in Secret Life of Pets 1. Yeah, the video mentioned that. I did not know that he was in that. Also, just gonna say it, Dave Chappelle. He was another one where, like, he came out as an asshole openly at a certain point, and I was like, oh yeah, well, I mean, you could always tell from his fucking awful personality and his comedy, but Dave Chappelle was one that, he was another one like Louis that people really loved, and then, you know, everybody kind of turned on him. Or at least a lot of people turned on him, and then a bunch of weirdos defended him. I'm gonna reset. But you know what? I'm also, just to try to, because I know all of this is like, you know, hindsight is 2020. It's easy to like look at comedians that you don't really like, and like when they get canceled, you know, cheer and clap or whatever, selfishly, childishly. But you know who's another one that I always really disliked? And this guy did not get canceled and will never have an opportunity to be canceled because he is dead. It's George Carlin. George Carlin, same type of guy. Same type of, like, irritating comedy. There's the one that I'm laying down as, like, I think this guy's comedy was annoying. And I'm not just saying that because he got canceled for some shit. But I haven't finished the the Louis expose series yet, but it has been very entertaining. There is something, it's so sick and twisted that we like. It's almost like the same kind of reason people like true crime. People love a good expose on like an expose video essay on YouTube these days. You know, H Bomber Guy, his Tommy Tallarico, and his like YouTube plagiarism videos, for instance. And I've also seen some fucking terrible expose videos recently, and I'm not gonna name names or like even say what they were about, but I've seen some god-awful expose videos where it's super clear that like the person making the video is extremely biased and is not examining their own bias in any way, shape, or form. Which is why it was really nice to see Comedy Without Errors be like, I used to be a huge Louis fan, and I was even like a defender of him after he got canceled. But now I'm kind of seeing that I got tricked, and here's how I want to like move forward. You know, with regards to Louis. What a funny name. I'm sorry, that's the only reason I laughed there is because Louis, but I spell it Lewis? Like, what a joke. Yeah, Pikmin 2 Louis. So, Comedy Without Errors, would recommend. Cool channel. I think I got exposed to that channel because he did a video about James Acaster, who was like one of the best Taskmaster contestants that there ever was. It's funny, maybe I should use Taskmaster as an opportunity to like get to know some good comics instead of just enjoying the game show on its own. Feels like it would be a good gateway drug to a bunch of stand-up comedians that I might really like. Okay, we're doing great. This is another, so far, golden run. Wait, is it? Or have I died? I have 2 lives. But maybe, let's see what happens when I touch the idol. Maybe it gives me 2 lives. Maybe it's like you start off with 3. No, I just get 1. I must have died at some point then, or something happened. I was like, oh, this game does the, like, 0 life thing. Yeah, but they're all British, though. They're good. There's some really good ones. I really love Sam Campbell, James Acaster, I Jumped. A lot of them I don't really know anything about them outside Taskmaster, but... also, they're not all British. There are some non-British comedians, if it's really that much of a turn-off for you. But, like, they talk in, like, funny accents. It's awesome. How could you not like that? New Zealand and Australian versions are good. They're very good. It's funny. I really find it difficult to want to watch those. I can't, get past... And I know it's, like, Alex Horne and Greg Davies... Greg Davis? They always pronounce it Davis, but it's spelled Davies. I can't get past the fact that there are, like, I know they're playing characters on British Taskmaster, but I can't get over the idea of, like, there's basically someone else, like, LARPing as Alex Horne and LARPing as Greg Davis, in these other versions, because they, like, take on the mannerisms of the Taskmaster and the Taskmaster's assistant, right? That aspect of it is odd to me. But I'm sure it's, like, once you get past that, it's probably just another good comedy show. So do I want to go this way first, or do I want to go down first? I think I want to go this way first. Let's just try shit. To jump. No! Ugh. Okay. We're gonna need... Oh my god! I can't believe it. They act different, that's true. That's probably true. I don't know. I should probably check them out, I just haven't. It's probably a gold mine. Oh. Oh. Okay, jump. Jump. You don't need to jump for every jump, but it's good to get into the habit of doing it for every jump. What's the point of that little lump on the ground there? What does that add to the game, I wonder? Every time I think I'm used to the ridiculous fall damage requirement, I get jump scared by something like that, where I'm just like, I really thought I would be able to live there, man. Oh. Sorry, I'm being informed that Spelunky is a Secret of the Mimic waiting room stream.
My name is Edward. I made the Mimic. It was difficult to put the pieces together.
I want my ball! I had the most disgusting Panda Express I've ever had in my entire life this morning. I'm still thinking about it, and it's like making me gag. They were all out of the, what I usually get is the black pepper sirloin steak. Personally, I think that's like the closest thing Panda Express has to like real food. And they were out of it, and when they're out of things at Panda Express, I'm usually kind of like whatever, I'm chill. I don't need to like sit here and tap my foot and wait for something new to be made. And that's just the way I am at like most fast food places. Because, you know, you don't want to stress out the workers. But I should have waited for them to make more of that black pepper sirloin steak, because I got the broccoli beef, and it was... It's like I want to take it onto an actual stove and, like, actually cook it for real. I don't know what the process is. I feel like Panda Express always has this shit about, like, oh, you know, we're making... Every store like this has like, oh, it's like fresh ingredients and stuff, and then it's like, is it? Or are you just like heating it up out of a bag? Because it really feels like you're heating it up out of a bag. Especially that broccoli beef, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. But like, you see them like cooking it in a hot pan in the back there. And it's like, well, could you cook it a little longer so that it isn't just like wet meat snot? I hate this. Helix Snake guessed that it was broccoli beef before I even revealed that it was broccoli beef. I thought it was gonna be better. I feel like broccoli and beef... I've been trying to like stay off beef lately, but I'm not like super rigid about it. But like beef and broccoli, how do you even fuck that up? That just sounds like I could make a better broccoli beef than Panda Express does, and I'm not even a good cook. Anyway, that's how my day's going. I feel like there's like good times of day to get Panda Express. Some might say no time, and you know what? Fair. But it's like there are hours of the day you don't want to go in super early, you don't want to go in super late. I went in at like noon, and I got that mid Panda Express. But you don't want to go right before closing, because the food's not even going to be, like, warm at that point. There's times. You gotta strategize with Panda. Or just not go there at all. There are things we get from Trader Joe's that are, like, better substitutes for what they make at Panda. Although fucking Trader Joe's, one of the things that we used to get, the, like, chicken fried rice that you just heat up in a pan, was recalled because there was glass in a bag, and they haven't like released any more of it for like months now. It's ridiculous. You can't get too quick there. You can't get too quick there. Oh. Yeah, Trader Joe's... Trader Joe's frozen food slaps. Trader Joe's? Why they gotta be Jews? It's good, though. We get, there's a good frozen pizza at Trader Joe's. There's the chicken fried rice. Unfortunately, with the recall, they still have shrimp fried rice, but I don't want fucking shrimp fried rice. And then there's also... there's like a pork fried rice, but the pork fried rice, they fail to mention, also has a bunch of other completely different, like, seasonings and vegetables in it that you would only know by looking at the nutrition facts like a nerd. And, I got burned by that at one point when I got the pork fried rice. And, it was kind of nasty, honestly. But that chicken fried rice, so good, and the chow mein as well, they have chow mein there, that you literally just take a big pan. I have a wok, but you don't even need a wok. Heat up some vegetable oil or like sesame oil, and that's it. You just heat it up for like 10 minutes, and that's like a good portion of a meal right there. That's why Trader Joe's is always busy as shit, is because everybody wants a piece of the action. Oh my god, that actually counted. I feel like we've touched the ghost while it was dying before, and it didn't kill me. Is it weird to say that, like, all my interest in this game evaporated in the last, like, 10 seconds? When I died to that ghost just now, I just went like, I don't want to play this anymore. But I do want to keep playing it. We gotta know what happens if you win. If it's famous Kusoge, that means it's good. paradoxically, kusoge means good game to me. Trader Joe's is rich people food? You see, you might say that, but like, go there and like look at the prices. The stuff that we get is extremely affordable and is much cheaper than going to, you know, somewhere like Panda Express. The stuff, like, maybe there's some, you know, crazy stuff there. I kind of thought that too. But, like, actually going there and shopping there, as an adult, I've kind of been like, actually, like, some of the stuff here is, like, way cheaper and higher quality than what you might get, like, an equivalent at another grocery store. I have this neighbor in my apartment complex, who I, you know, help carry groceries to her third-floor apartment. She's very old and she has a bad hip. So I help her out sometimes. I'll hear her, like, shuffling around outside, and I'll be like, hey, you know, you need any help? And she's very chatty, which is fine. You know, I get some, like, apartment gossip, which is awesome. And she always recommends, like, stores and restaurants and stuff that are, like, really... Oh, I fucking fell for it again. She always recommends stores and restaurants and shit that are, like, really expensive. I kind of get the impression that she's sitting on a huge amount of money, because every place that she recommends I go to, I go there and I'm like, how rich are you? This is like... she recommended a laundromat to me, and it was like $20 to do a load of laundry. I was like, what? And it was like a really fancy laundry place, and I was like, I don't have this kind of money to be spending on washing my clothes. It's very kind that she recommends these things to me, but just the other day, she gave me like a little cake. She was like, here, you know, you've been so helpful with my groceries. Here, have this little cake, which I was very grateful for, and it was delicious. Bella and I split it. But she was like, it's from a grocery store called Town and Country, and it's the best grocery store ever, and all the stuff I get there is so high quality and amazing, and the service is so amazing, all the people who work there are really nice, and I was like, awesome, but that sounds expensive as fuck. I didn't say that to her, but in my head I was kind of going, this is probably a rich person's grocery store. Like, what the fuck do you mean, Town and Country? I've actually been there, but ages ago when I was a tiny, tiny child, when my rich parents were shopping there. It's funny, I don't feel like I grew up like a rich kid. I didn't have like a ton of amenities, but I think I did grow up like, I'm not like a 1%er or anything, but I grew up in a relatively affluent family. I'm very thankful for that. And I hope that one day capitalism is dismantled and we don't have to have this concept of like affluent families anymore. I jumped, I tap jumped, I tap jumped. What's down here? This is not a good run anyway. I think this is just the skip a bunch of shit route. Yeah, not good. But, I do have that, like, I've got that, that generational wealth, that, like, safety net that a lot of people don't have. I'm very grateful. I want you all to know that I don't look my privileged horse in the mouth. Very, very lucky guy. But I don't currently feel particularly rich. Kind of hoping to do a couple, like, streaming events coming up here to maybe try to make a little money, help with the cost of the wedding, and a couple other things. Last time I went to the dentist, my dentist was like, yeah, you have like 14 cavities that are like starting to form, because I didn't go to the dentist for like 3 years. I literally just like forgot the dentist existed. And part of it was that I brush and floss religiously. but turns out even brushing and flossing religiously will not help you from getting a bunch of cavities, so I gotta pay my fucking dental bills, man. I did the thing again. Yeah, it shocked the hell out of me, too. He was like, yeah, between, like, basically all of your molars you have, like, the beginnings of cavities. Which I never had anything like that as a kid, because my parents made me go to the dentist, you know, every 6 months or whatever. But dentistry, when you start paying for it on its own, or on your own, it can kind of seem like a waste of money, but... yeah, keep getting those cleanings done, because, dentists will scam you on this, get a second opinion. Yeah. I think getting older, you just get cavities, TBH. I mean, to be fair, guys, I eat a lot of candy, I eat a lot of sweets, and regardless, I mean, I brush my teeth a lot. I brush my teeth after basically any time I'm done eating, which as a fat person who snacks fuck this! As a fat guy who snacks a lot, you know, done eating is a term, but, I brush my teeth constantly, I floss my teeth constantly, but I think at a certain point when you have a diet that consists of so many sweets, it can get pretty ridiculous in there. And I don't know, that dentist was recommended to me by my sister. So if they are chumping me, then they're probably also chumping my sister, who is a very discerning woman. I think I probably just have the 14 cavities. But if you take care of your teeth that well and you've never had cavities, having a dentist say you suddenly have a ton is a major red flag. I'd love to get a second opinion and, you know, see if they're scamming me or whatever. But, I have had cavities before. I mean, I got them as a kid. Even with regular teeth cleanings. You know. Yeah, and getting a second opinion costs more money. Do you brush your tongue? No, I don't. I know there's a whole thing about that. I don't. I know it's like the biggest source of bad breath, and like germs can like hide out on your tongue during the process of brushing, and just kind of be like, ah, the coast is clear, go back to the teeth. Okay, that's a weird way to phrase it, but you know what I mean. Oh, can't shoot while you're on the elevator. You know, I think I just invented Spelunky from first principles because I legit just had the thought, man, this should have a random element to it to spice it up. This is that shit Derek Yu was thinking about in, like, 2005, probably. And then it's also, like, I got so many money stresses, honestly, even being, you know, even being a subject of generational wealth and support. Because, like, my car has had the fucking, check engine light on for, like, 5 years now. To the point where it's like the check engine light just doesn't even feel like anything. And I took it to a mechanic ages ago, like when that light first came on, and he was like, oh yeah, there's something wrong with the light, the check engine light itself. And I was like, oh, great. So I guess I'll just live with anxiety about my car for the next, like, year, and then that turned into, like, 5 years, you know? So, like, I gotta have a stockpile of money to take care of the inevitable when my car breaks down, and the inevitable when my teeth start to rot. And that's not even covering the big C. Oh. my interest in this game is rapidly dwindling. Waning and dwindling turned into dwayning. Dwayne! To jump has become very internalized at this point, by the way. I'm not feeling the need to say it out loud because I feel I have somewhat trained myself to do it, although I still slip up sometimes. Okay. Yeah, having your check engine light be dysfunctional is such a fucked problem to have. Yeah, no, subathon, I do want to do a subathon. I knew that was there, it was just I was so panicked from bonking that ceiling. This makes me want to brush my teeth immediately. Yeah, I mean, there's a certain energy. When you think about going to the dentist, you go, oh fuck, and you brush your teeth a bunch. I remember that when I was a kid. The night before going to the dentist, I would, like, super ultra clean my teeth, and it's like, kind of no point, like, they do that for you when you go to the dentist. But I thought it was like, oh, I can somehow, like, scrub the cavities away and make the dentist like me and not look upon me with scorn. Okay, let's not get memed here, because this is a spot where you can easily get memed. Woof. To jump. Yeah, does it make it easier for the dentist? Well then, fuck them. Damn it. I lost. I lost at Spelunker. I really genuinely was expecting this not to be this hard, but the fact that it is this hard is kind of funny. TBH. Anyone got any good tips for not forgetting to brush? Thing is, like, for me, it really came down to, like, conditioning myself to have, like, to feel bad if I don't do it. It's like, I feel gross if I feel like I have, like, bad breath. Or if, you know, flossing, I remember hearing somebody say, like, the mentality around flossing that you should have is that it's like washing your armpits when you shower. Like, you wouldn't take a shower and then not wash your armpits. That would almost, like, it's like, well, that's like the main target point that you're trying to get when you shower. And flossing's kind of the same way. I know you asked for advice on brushing, but flossing, I feel like, is like the really important one. That's why dentists are always going on and on about it. So, brushing without flossing is kind of like, you know, you're leaving the most crucial part just untouched, basically, more or less. You know what always pisses me off, and this is something I've talked about in the past, and this is something I'm gonna, like, infect your minds with, too. There's no hard toothbrushes. Go to the store right now. Look on the shelf. There's soft, and there's, like, extra soft, and there's medium, but there's no, like, hard. You would think that with the existence of a medium, that would imply that that is not the hardest type of toothbrush that you can get. But medium is the hardest type of toothbrush that you can get. Apparently there used to be a hard, and they stopped selling it because it, like, eroded your teeth or something. Now me, I'm like, I don't fucking care. Let me erode my teeth. Give me the hard toothbrush. I want to feel the pain. I want to bleed. Oh. Dude. Maybe I should look at the manual. I mean, it's not like it really matters. But I'm curious when the ghost spawns. Maybe it's just random parts, like just like a physical spot on the map that does it. It's so fucked how, like, it looks pretty unassuming, this game, but it is, yeah, definitely one of the more CBT NES games I've played. It really just comes down to the fall damage. That's the craziest part. Oh, I am getting pretty sick of redoing this early part over and over again. Now that there's, like, not very much challenge to this. It's just kind of like going through the motions. And then if I mess up, it just feels like I got lazy rather than I got, like, outplayed by the game. Oh. Capture card's starting to desync. Let me just do one of these. Really wish it didn't do that. But it does. Slowly over time, it gets tiny little bits of delay. It's like how long I've been going? An hour and a half? Oh, funny. I was like, where's the thing? How did I even have 5 lives before? How did I physically do that? Do we know if this game had actual influence on Spelunky? No, but like, look at it. I would, if this game had no influence on Spelunky, I'll eat my hat. I'll say that much. I jumped. There's just too much that lines up. If it's not meant to be. Or if original Spelunky is not meant to be somewhat influenced by this. It's funny too, that bat has been, so far, the only enemy in the whole game. Which is crazy to think about. You know what this really reminds me of is A Boy and His Blob. Now that's a step platformer. Thank God I was able to get away with that. Okay. To jump. Oh. That was a scary high jump there. I think we want to go this way before we go down, as we established. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The time limit really doesn't add much to the game. It's already plenty difficult without it. Oof, dude. Fucking oof. This part's crazy. I guess, yeah, there's a second bat here. I don't even wanna... Ugh. Okay, thank God. Okay, don't do the thing where you fall off the 2-foot ledge here and die. It's totally preventable. Okay. You know, we've got bombs. I'm kind of curious if there's any, like... Oh! That looked suspicious, and it fucking had a gem in it! Oh! Ho, ho. The best possible outcome. I thought it looked sus. I wonder if there are other spots that do this. I'll have to keep a lookout. Yo, finding that naturally, it's an unmatched feeling. I think we want to go this way to get more keys. To jump, 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 to jump. Have to get up here pretty quick. Oh god. Really? Really? Oh my god! I can't believe it. Oh boy. Alright. Back into the fray. Ooh. I love when chat, like, hates on a game even more than me. It's so funny. People just go like, this game's just fucking dog shit! No, it's good. It's really good. It's a really good game. Yeah, I got a little impatient there. Just gonna... Okay. Okay. Well, really, I mean, that death was a fall damage death, but credit where it's due, the time limit did make me panic and act a little less carefully than I maybe should have. And I was just shit-talking the time mechanic. That was like the one time it's really come up. We've barely ever even seen the meter, like, reach its lowest point. Yeah, this is a relatively evil game. It must be said. What is the point of this? Like, are we gonna be expected to go back there later, or is it just seems like such a path? Now, we could even try to preserve that, right? Because we're gonna need to come back here anyway. Wait. Oh. There was one time that, like, a little special collectible spawned. I think maybe when I killed a ghost. There was, like, a little glimmer of light, and I, like, picked it up. And put it in my pocket, and it was awesome. Just doing this. Yeah. Yeah. No, I jumped! I hit the jump button. I hit it. Alright. Lock in, samurai. Go get the timer thing, I guess. It's It's really not helping me much, but I did save it. It's crazy how much better the Boy and His Blob sequel for the Wii is. Yeah, I'm sure. I have all the Boy and His Blob games. Did you guys know this? I bought all of them. There's one on the NES, there's one on the Game Boy, and there's one on the Wii. I own them all. In my Wii games collection, I have 2 games that have the word blob in the name. I have De Blob and A Boy and His Blob. I think A Boy and His Blob on the Wii is, like, very different, right? Whereas the one on the Game Boy is extremely similar, to my understanding. But I will play them all. I want to play them all on stream. You played them all, John. Okay. Going pretty good. We've died once. Hopefully I don't have any stupid deaths on the way to the idol. Good shit. Does the music, like, gain an instrument there? Did it, like, gain a drum track that it didn't previously have, or am I imagining things? I very well may be imagining things. What about Sonic CD? I'm gonna play Sonic CD kind of soon, probably. It's on my list. I don't know why did that come up? Just games that I'm gonna play? Looks like the blast of the bomb does not, like, persist for the entire animation. It just happens for, like, a frame. That's my guess. It seems like. Oh! Haha! Haha! Thankfully that worked out. Okay. Everything's going great. Now let's get to the part with a bunch of fun ropes. Everybody. Do I have a blue key? I do have a blue key. I'm not running low on juice like I was last time. Oh, what? What is in my HUD that I thought was a blue key? Oh, damn it, no, I jumped. Oh my god, what did I think was a blue key? It's like not even, whatever I thought was a blue key, like, isn't even there anymore. And now this is gonna happen to me. Oh yeah? Even that one! Oh, and then it spawns me down there, great. There was like some shape in the rocks that I thought was a blue key, I think. Well, I jumped. That's not game over? I'm on my 0 life? Okay. Jump. We gotta get back to saying jump. We gotta jump more. Because it's not gonna fucking... I'm not gonna beat this fucking game if... I'm not gonna beat this game, period. I can't relax. We gotta start fucking saying jump again. Gotta keep an eye out for more of those secret gems, too. Not that any of that matters. Like, what are you doing, a score run for this game? Yep. Am I crazy, or did I just, like, unlock background buzz? Yeah, the background buzz is like worse now. I am watching it steadily get louder. Are you guys hearing this? Still going. I'm watching the bar going up. And it's going down. It is slowly going down. What? How does this happen, man? It's funny because I have that thing called like a grounder that grounds the audio and makes it not have that buzz. And it's just broken. It doesn't work. I got like a cheap one on Amazon and it just straight up doesn't function. And so I took it out at the beginning of the stream and then I was like, wait, but the buzz is not really there in the first place. Like, I thought it was there before, but I think it all comes down to this, I have an AV splitter that I use that I think kind of sometimes buzzes and sometimes doesn't, and it goes up and down depending on if there's like a fly that lands on it. So, it's another little fun aspect of like streaming off an actual console. Have I already died in this run? Why would I continue playing it? No, you start with 2. You do start with 2, and then it just counts like you have a 0 life. Like now it's much quieter. It's still there. When you split composite AV, it'll get degraded pretty fast. But, like, here's the thing, is sometimes it doesn't. Depending on, like, what, like, angle the box is on the ground. So I know it's capable of not having the buzz. Like, right now it's pretty quiet. It was much louder earlier. Nothing changed about my setup. I didn't plug in anything or unplug anything. My god. The flashing circle pickups are random effects, and one of the effects is lives. So there is a random element. That's actually insane. It's kind of fun bouncing on those things. No. This is gonna be my new go-to for... Like, normally when a game has ridiculous fall damage, I think Donkey Kong. This is the king. No game will ever have... It's impossible to have more ridiculous fall damage than this game. Actually impossible without, like, a parody. Just to prove me wrong, you know? You could not devise a game with worse fall damage. Like, the distance that this game considers an unsurvivable fall is just insane. Okay, so that one was a life. I'm now at 3. Crazy. I'll have to, like, pay close attention and see what the deal is with those things, like what other stuff they can give me. Let's just get to a safe spot. It's good to dispose of a ghost right before we're gonna pick up a timer refill. Helix Snake said that the timer is oxygen, which I'm prepared to believe, but that doesn't bring me any closer to understanding what the refill object is. It looks like a I don't know, a Tesla coil or something. Oh. I'm close to being done here. As much as I would love to... Somebody said it's supposed to be an air tank. That's an air tank. How? As much as I'd love to persevere and plumb the depths for secrets, I don't know, man. This is, the fact that there's no ending in sight is what's really getting me here. Maybe, does anybody want to look up what, like, how long is a speed run of this game? Somebody look up, like, world record Spelunker. Ooh. It's 4 levels. Have I, I haven't even beaten the first level, but there are 4 levels, is what you're saying. I wonder, do you get checkpoints at the levels? I have made it to level 2, okay. So, it is one huge level split up into like 4 sections, and each section is like the idol that you touch, is what I'm gathering here. So... basically, it's like I've already almost beaten the game. I've almost come halfway. Okay, we've got a blue key and we've got a red key. Ho ho ho, that could have been bad. I wonder how different the C64 version is. If it's anything like the difference between the Apple II version of Lode Runner and the NES version of Lode Runner, it's like... probably ass. Why would I just pick that up? That was bad strategy. Okay, maybe we'll get a life from one of these, from this little winking power-up. Nope, just score. Looks like. How are we doing on air? Not great. I think there's an... No! Okay, go so far down. Go so fucking far down. Oh, I guess it refilled my air, so who cares now? From beneath. Okay, so I have a blue key. Look, you can see the blue key that I have. Yes. Woof. Where did it go? Where did my blue key go? No, it's because I spent it because there was a fucking blue door there. There was a blue door that I went through. That's where the blue key went. I fucking opened a blue door, dumbass. Holy hector Pete, man. Okay, we gotta do this whole shitty part. let's save that air for later. Oops. Oh, you gotta do that with the perfect rhythm. You gotta do it with the perfect rhythm. Yeah, I'm sure the explosion of the bombs is pretty crazy looking on your guys' screen. On my CRT, it looks like my CRT is, like, breaking. Like it's about to explode and cover the room with broken glass. Give me a moment. When you shoot, you do get locked into the animation, yeah, and it's quite a long animation. I'm not, like, holding down the button or anything. No checkpoints is nuts. It's in such stark contrast to... just points, damn. Such stark contrast to Load Runner, which let you, just by hitting select, go to any level, even ones you haven't been to yet. That game was so lenient about checkpoints, and it also gave you, you know, more lives per level. And the ability to skip to any level at any time. But this level, it's like, nah, you do it all in one go, from start to finish. And it's way harder. Just score, sadly. I bet those little pickups are on, like, a global timer. And you can probably just... like, if you made, like, a TAS of this game, I bet you could farm 1-ups infinitely, but you wouldn't even want them if you're doing a TAS. I'll have to look into this game. Again, I truly knew nothing going in. Hearing that it spawned the term Kusoge is very intriguing to me. This was the first time somebody on the planet Earth went, I really, like, fucking hate playing this game and think it's awfully designed, but I want to keep playing it forever. Very interesting type of game. At least those little ground spikes don't kill you. At least we have that. Could be a lot worse. Also, there's no drums in the music. It totally, like, gains an instrument when you touch the idol. Oh no, wait, no, it's just a part of the music. Wait. Maybe it's because I'm, like, in the cart? Maybe there's some, like, sound channel shit going on? Nah, there's no drums here. I heard, like, one drum. There it is. Now it's gone. It drummed once when I spawned in and then stopped. And now the drumming is here. Is it gonna go away? I wonder if it's, like, the drum in the music is tied to, like, your location in the level. and I was like dipping past a certain like height that triggered the music or something. I think there was like some jank going on. Let's go up without taking the refill. Honestly, there's really not like there's not really much to this game. Like it's really hard. Drumming's gone, but like it is a pretty basic platformer. There's not really a ton going on. My number of flares was like flashing because I picked that thing up. Is that because I had like the max number of flares that you can have? Was that capacity? Ah. We want to go this way. I'm seeing theories that it's the rope climbing sound effect. But the thing is, like, the drums will go away even when I'm not on the ropes. I have noticed the rope sound turning off the drums. But then it, like, stays off for, like, a while. That was bad timing. That was also bad timing. It's, like, right as the thing is spouting its nonsense. There you go. What a crazy maneuver that is. That part right there is an insane 2 obstacles stacked. Okay, don't forget. I'm in the dark. Woo! That's a new one. That is a new one. That one was particularly fucked. Every time I think I've got a good grasp on just how fucked the fall damage is, here comes one that is even more fucked. Nice. Starting to develop, you know, some strategies for that part, at least. Still gonna die to it a lot, but developing strategies. Oh, okay. Yeah, Spelunker, Guy Spelunker is, he's a real glass bones and paper skin type of dude. Oh. Okay, we have 2 keys. Could we see level 3 today? I think this is the only, like, safe drop here, right? Okay, I wonder where that ghost is coming from. Up. Okay. Good shit. I really wish the music would just go da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, whenever a ghost shows up. Okay, go real low for this. Low on air. Good thing there's a refuel there. Oh my god, guys. I think we might be at level 3. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Should have seen that coming. Oh, look, it's more like wobbly ground. Oh, and is it gonna, like, fuck with me hardcore when trying to run away from the bomb? Okay, give me a life. Damn you. It's just a random item in the game, because that one... Oh, that one, refilled my air. Oof. Ow, my eyes. Ugh. What causes the ghost? I have no idea. I have my top men working on this as we speak. Great, another bat. That was a bomb. Whoa! Look at this! That's really cool looking, honestly. Oh, no! Oh. At least we got to see a new sprite. That was cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. When I was talking about the buzz 10 minutes ago, there was a spike in solar X-ray activity. There's no way those things are linked. Oh. Hold on, I gotta itch my ear. Ooh. Well, I was doing pretty good, and then honestly there were a couple of just, like, stupid, careless deaths. That one pit just always gets me for some reason. It's like I've become... It's got to a point where, like, I'm just doing a lot of this stuff on autopilot, and seeing even the slightest bit of, like, new content broke my brain and made me forget all the rules. Oh man, is it beleaguering to have to do all this every time? It is not particularly fun. You guys been on gaming Twitter recently? Oh, it's like all the shittiest, most reductive gaming Twitter arguments, like, flared up at once in the last, like, week or so. It's been bad. The For You page has been particularly bad. I've had periods of time where the For You page actually shows me good stuff, and of course it's custom to every person, but recently it's just been so many... It's been such a cesspool of, like, weird takes. Everybody on Twitter's gotta have, like, a super absolute take about everything. And so when when somebody tweets, like, oh, like, live systems, are they good or bad? You'll just have a bunch of people just going, like, yes or no, and it's like, the fucking answer is, it depends, bro. But a game like this, yeah, I have to wonder if they could have structured it a little differently to make it a little more compelling. That was an extra life, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I had a while where Twitter was just roach. And now it's gone. Now I get, like, bunnies and stupid opinions about, like, Dark Souls or whatever. It's a real shame. Dude. Yeah, there's so much, like, objectivity in, like, online gaming discourse just in general these days. People got it into their heads that, like, there are just good and bad games, and, like, which games you like or don't like is just, like, are you smart or not, basically, rather than people have different tastes. But Grapefruit, you're not allowed to criticize FromSoft because I could beat Elden Ring with 2 fingers. Yo, did somebody just say 2 fingers? Fuck! Yeah, Elden Ring Twitter is particularly bad. I kind of made an ass of myself, I think, recently, like, engaging with, like, a Tarnished Lord on Twitter account. But I do stand by. I've talked shit in the past, and I will talk shit continually until it improves. But Elden Ring Twitter is an awful place. It's just even, like, literally you can say, like, there were parts of Elden Ring that disappointed me personally. And people will, like, jump up your ass and be like, actually, it's great, you're just bad at the game. It's like the Souls, the, like, 2011 Souls bro. They never died, they just moved on to Elden Ring. They just evolved. It's a mess, and it's like the escalation always happens on Elden Ring Twitter because you can't have any negative feelings about it ever. It's illegal to like the cult of Elden Ring. Like, I get it, it's like the most popular game ever fucking made. It's like Minecraft 2. Lots of people really like it. I liked it. But if I ever say anything negative about it, sometimes I say it to try to be inflammatory, but sometimes I'll just be talking about video games on, like, a forum. And it's like, if you say anything remotely, like, if you just, you know, you could say something so innocent, like, I hope they don't go forward making more games like Elden Ring in the future. And people will jump up your ass and just tell you, like, you're wrong, basically. And it's like, no, that's not how any of this works. That's not how this works. Oh, that really got me. God damn, okay. That really hit me. I feel like there's always a war between, like... It's like the perceived war... Another one up, damn. The perceived war is between, like... Oh, like, Dark Souls 1, like, old heads and, like, Elden Ring newbies or whatever. And it's like, really... The truth, I think, that is in most people's hearts, and not in the distorted, like, online discourse version of the truth, is just that, like... Different people like different things, and we all have mixed feelings on all of these games. Because none of FromSoft's games are perfect, quite famously. To, you know, anyone who's remotely observant, that was fucked. But of course, the more people, argue as though their opponents are talking in absolutes, the more they sort of trick their opponents into talking in absolutes. It's the insidious nature of online discourse. And, like, man, you know what I hate? Is quote retweets. So much of this... Oh! So much of, like, the shittiness of online, like, Twitter discourse. Just, like, get rid of quote retweets. Delete them from the service. They shouldn't exist. Because people just use it to, like... It's like... something that really should be a reply, you know, where people are like, what they call it subtweeting. Sometimes you do it without even using a quote retweet. You're like distancing yourself from actually having a conversation with a human being and just like putting them on display and like usually insidiously like warping their perspective and their argument or their words to like become something different. Like, if you guys ever see me, like, indignantly comment underneath, like, quote retweeted stuff, a lot of the time, it's like I'll argue with people because I'll be like, the way you're arguing with this person, the way you're trying to make a point is so terrible. And then I get roped into it. I make an ass of myself because I get roped into it because people assume I agree with, like, the person that this person was quote retweeting, and it's like, no, I just don't approve of the way that you're arguing with this person. Like, I think your rhetoric is, like, bad. Like, I don't agree with whoever you're yelling at. But, like, if you're gonna disagree with someone, just, like, reply to them. Don't do a quote retweet, because people are so prone to misrepresenting the argument of the person they're talking to in quote retweets. It happens constantly. Like, once you start looking for it, you will see it in, like, basically every quote retweet that's meant to be, like, you know, a dunk, right? And that's something that happens with Elden Ring Twitter a lot, is they'll quote retweet something, and it'll be, like, a video of, like, high-level Elden Ring gameplay, and it's always, like, I'm always like, what does this have to do with anything? Like, yeah, you can get really good at the game, and it looks awesome, and the combat flows really well if you're, like, really well-practiced at it, but, like, most people, when they levy criticisms against, like, a single-player game, are talking about stuff that happened the first time they played it. And I think with games as a medium, that's a really fair thing to do. Like, you might have shitty opinions about something because you're less experienced with it, but a lot of games, like single-player, sort of narrative-driven, like, action-adventure games like that, I think the first playthrough is, like, the most important. There was also this whole shitty debate about, like, there was a guy who was like, oh, Capra Demon clears every Elden Ring boss, which is obviously a ludicrous thing to say. Everybody jumped up his ass, everybody's quote retweeting this guy, right? And then he tweets out, like, I don't know their gender, tweets out, like, oh, you know, I platinumed the game and spent, like, 200 hours playing it. I'm allowed to, like, criticize it, basically. And then there was this whole discussion coming up of, like, well, you've only got 200 hours in it, and it's like, what? Like, that guy's initial point was dumb as fuck. But going, oh, you've only have 200 hours in the game, you're not, like, qualified to talk about it the same way that, like, Elden Ring super experts are. I was like, what? That's a great example of, like, I don't agree with the guy that you're criticizing, but your critique of the guy is so ass. It's like, this is where, like, LARPing discourse has brought us. Oh, you need a certain amount of hours on a game to give your opinion on if you liked it or not. Like, okay, buddy. But we can only hope that one day it will improve. You know what someone should do is they should make, like, the posting police. And it's like a Twitter account, and you could put, like, the like, go to jail guy in Monopoly as the profile picture. And it's just, like, every quote retweet that, you know, should have been a reply or misrepresents the person's argument or uses some sort of, like, logical fallacy. You could just, like, CinemaSins the fuck out of all these posts. Someone's gotta do it. I can't do it, but someone's gotta do it. Yeah, the added context thing is nice. But sadly, the added context thing is usually for, like, stuff that's just, like, factually wrong. What I'm talking about is a little more insidious than that. But you gotta make, like, a posting, like, nerd hall monitor that just, like, goes around and just goes, this is illogical, you know? And it would be, like, the most insufferable thing of all time, but it would be so worth it. Slander's so good you forget you liked the game. Yeah, it's easy to have happen. Or slander's so bad that you forget your own opinions. And just feel the need to, like, reach over the person's shoulder and, like, do the slandering better for them. Oh, that was almost a death somehow. Okay. Ooh, that was bad timing. I jumped! To jump. Woof. Okay. Now, we gotta be so careful. It's so funny how this, like, set of stairs is, like... You would think it would just provide the safest possible method of descent. But really, if you do anything but what I just did there, you will die. Yeah, like the fallacy police, you know? Like, it would be the most annoying thing ever, but it might fix Twitter. That's the thing is, I still dream of a day when we can have, like, better online discourse. We did it in the past, we can do it again. It was never perfect, but it was never this bad. Okay, I've got so many keys, you just wouldn't even believe it. Been a while since we had a ghost. Trying to, like... This area can be tricky to deal with ghosts in, so I'm trying to, like, do it quickly. Don't drop there, because that'll kill you. Okay. 2 lives, technically, here. Running low on juice, but we should be able to reach that tank in time. We got a ghost. Hey, look, boys, we got ourselves a ghost! Okay, I'm just gonna lead this guy around. This is gonna be a little awkward. Good shit! Alright. Don't die stupidly here. Ah. Okay. Oh, my eyes. My fucking eyes. Life, please. Damn it. It's like if I was playing this on an emulator, I would love to, like, save state right before I pick one of those up and figure out if the RNG is deterministic or not. Ugh. Pain. Okay, I do have a blue key. We could go grab what might be a life. Hopefully nothing fucked up and stupid happens to me. Great. That was, in its own special way, kind of fucked up and stupid. Wouldn't you agree? No, what? No! I did not go that low on the thing to drop off it. It's like you gotta go so low so you don't fucking bonk into the ceiling, man. Like that. Stupid. Fucking stupid. I can't believe this. That was a great score, though. Whew. Yeah, wow, wow. You know, at least with A Boy and His Blob, it's like, once you get a route down and, like, figure out what you need to do, it's more or less pretty easy to execute, but here it's all in the execution. I think I got, like, 1 or 2 more, like, good tries left in me. We'll see if this ends up being a good try or a bad try. Yeah, that flashing effect is actually even more fucked up on the CRT. If you can believe it. Oh, I just burped and fucking disgusting broccoli beef came up. It's a taste you never want to taste again. Thing is, I saved it. I got, like, leftovers of it. I'm gonna choke them down later. You know a game is good as fuck when it's got you saying shit like, at least in A Boy and His Blob. Yeah, that's how you know it's got a little messed up. What is that? What is that up there? I wish I wasn't stuck down here with a ghost so I could go grab it quickly. The fuck? Oh my god. It's because the screen changed. What is this? What is this, like, hoobada-habada-hee? Oh! I get a good jump! Oh my god! The good jump item that gives you a real good jump that one might expect of a platformer. Crazy. Well, there was a stupid death in there. Otherwise, we're doing good. I wonder what made that item appear. Shocked that didn't kill me. Actually shocked. Items appear when you jump on certain spots in the map. Oops. Oh, this is no longer a run at all. Not even a good or a bad run, it's just not even a run. Like coffees in Campanella. Just a little something I noticed. I wonder what spot I touched there that I normally don't. That little segment that I died on in level 3 with the water, the like rushing water, insane. Actually fucking mental. Like, I really am unsure what even I am supposed to do there. Go too low on the rope, you just fall off the rope, like way before it actually ends. Go too high on the rope, you jump and bump into the goddamn ceiling and die. Because you fell an inch. Oh. That almost killed me. Oh. That little white flicker happens there every single time, I've noticed. Score might as well just be a kick in the dick. For all the good it's gonna do you. There's been a lot of like, oh, if I got this game for Christmas as a kid in like 1985, I would have been pissed and not played it. But like, let's be honest. Gaming landscape of 1985, you would have been like, hell yeah. This game would have been my jam if it was like the only game I owned. Oh, I got fucking lazy again. No. Perfect. Let's just... do this right. This way. If you go left there, you die. Good shit. No, I jumped. Needless to say, I jumped. Getting a lot better at doing this segment, at least. Okay, to jump. Fucking do it. To jump. I don't know how I detached from that, honestly. How did I do that? I tried to do a standard to jump, but I just let go of the rope? I didn't even know that was possible. Jumping doesn't let go of the rope. Moving left or right, I guess, does it. Well, I'm on my last life. Maybe I'll be able to survive until I get another life. It's very soon, but there's so many opportunities to die. All this space, it's all just places you can die. There's probably some of these sections I could probably skip, like if they don't lead to a key. But it is nice to have a lot of bombs and a lot of flares. Who the fuck brings a flare gun into a cave? If that is what it is. Gotta be one of the worst environments to use a flare gun. A flare? Sure. Like, source of light? Awesome. Flare gun? To my understanding, those are very brief amounts of light. We got an extra life. Huzzah. Oh. The lively devil is more. Oh, yeah. Thing is, like, you could keep the ridiculous fall damage and like everything that's bullshit about this game mostly, but with just a couple tweaks you could make it a lot more playable. Here is my first tweak. Cut the fucking shit where if I brush against a ceiling with the very tippy top of my hat, I instantly lose all forward momentum and fall straight down almost 100% of the time to my death. Just let me touch the ceiling when I jump. Just, like, that's like seriously the one balance adjustment that I would make that I think would actually make this game, like, a lot more playable and completable. But it would, like, still have its own characteristic brutality. It would just be less bad. I think it would only improve the experience. That's my notes. I did see when I was typing in the name of this game that there's like a Spelunker HD. And I know nothing about that, but I wonder if it is at all different mechanically, or if it's just the same shit with a different look. I would also maybe make some changes to jumping off of ropes and ladders, as you could probably guess. That would be another adjustment I would make. But, like, you could keep the slow movement speed, you could keep the sluggish jumps, you could keep the insane fall damage. Just a few things. It's kind of a shitty arcade port. There was an arcade game, apparently, and I don't know, I guess I don't know which was first. But it seems as though this game is most well known for its Commodore version. It's funny how there's a lot of games that have, like, a reputation for being NES games, but they were really in arcades or on some other system. Bionic Commando is one of those, and that's because the arcade game Bionic Commando is, like, unplayable dog shit. But apparently the NES one is, like, better. Same goes for Ghosts and Goblins. I think a lot of people think of that as an NES game, but it was an arcade game. Including the writers and producers of Stranger Things. I guess really just production designers. That was a rope. Or, I keep calling them ropes, they're flares. What? This is... You can't recover from this. You can. Never mind. What a roller coaster of emotions. Oh. Oh. This is like a weirdly dangerous segment. Shocking number of deaths have been from that segment. Even this gem doesn't bring me any joy anymore. Oh, you got so many flares. Just why even risk it? It's like you are genuinely running a risk by going up there and... Oh, respawn me at the gem by going up there and unnecessarily picking that thing up unless you really need it. I jumped. I jumped. I did jump. I jumped. Guys, I gotta be done with Spelunker. It can't continue. It can't continue. It's too annoying. I think if those tweaks that I proposed were made, this would actually be like a hidden classic. But I can't continue. I can't continue here. It's just a war of attrition. It's just how many fucking, like, coin flips. They're basically coin flips. It all depends on my skill, technically. But it sure feels like random fucking luck if I die every time I attach or detach from a ladder. So I'm gonna be done. Look, he jumped up straight and got on the rope. What an uncommon strategy. This guy sucks. I'm curious, how far does this demo go? What if it just beats the whole game for me? They just skipped a bunch of stuff. 0 lives, by the way. This guy's on his final life. Yeah, the actual design of the level, P. Mario Lol said it very well. The design of the actual level design is, like, shockingly good, but It is ridiculously finicky. This guy sucks ass at Spelunker for the NES. Watch how he totally misuses his bombs and casts a flare that he doesn't need to throw at the bat. Oh, this is an interesting route, actually. This makes more sense than the route I was taking. Really, that's how it ends, is it spoils that first pit for you. That's kind of fun. I like that. Well, fun. I had a fun time, though. As much as I complained, I had a fun time. Worth the purchase. Didn't end up being a full NES slop stream. Slop stream is just a crazy phrase. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. I always enjoy these streams. Oh, is Feeble Files next? That wasn't even Joopy who said that. Okay, here, somebody clipped the head bump. That's not... That's the part where I said clip that. No, I did bump my head. I did bump my head on the ceiling in that moment. It was... I didn't bump my head on a bee. I was wrong. It's still bullshit, though. Alright. Let's turn that off. I'm gonna put this game in the vault. I'm kind of curious. Spelunker NES. Oh my god, the thumbnail is like the cool water. Hold on. Ah, my ears. Hold on. Where's my fucking display capture? Wait, it's gone? Display capture is gone. Display capture is gone? It's gone. Where the fuck did it go? Did I delete it? It always stays right here in my things. What do you mean it's gone? It's disappeared. That is so loud in my ear. I want to see how Spelunker ends. Oh. Wait, what? Wait, am I... Oh my. Oh, wait. I think I only ever was in level 1. I think I was only ever in level 1. This is a long play where they probably cut out all the deaths, and it's an hour and a half long. Does the game, like, loop in different colors? Is that what this is? Really seems like I never... Oh, those were coins the whole time I was collecting coins. I honestly didn't know what they were. So here's all this, yep. Okay, here's this asinine part. God. You go in the cauldron. Interesting, that just shields you from the water. I guess I'm assuming water would kill you. This is just that type of game. Yeah, so this is, I think, either Nintendo Complete or World of Long Plays. I don't remember what this logo is. Whatever, who cares? Both of those channels do a thing where they edit out all of their deaths or use save states to deliver long plays that don't have a bunch of death in them. Still none the wiser as to what the flare sprite is really supposed to communicate. Is it like a charge for a flare gun? Okay. They're making it look easy. The way they just jump onto a rope and instantly start climbing it, it makes me really nervous. Look at this. Look at this nightmare zone. Oh, that works? God, look at the range on the gun. It's like infinitely tall, it seems. That's kind of crazy. I feel like there was a situation in the game where I tried to shoot at the ghost in a fashion similar to that, and it like didn't happen. Oh look, there's where one of, it's like a little potion. Ah. Alright, now you get the crazy jump. Have fun. just sitting here. Wow, what a great power-up. What a great use of the power-up. What are you doing? Oh, they gotta wait for that thing to be there so they don't take damage to the bomb. They did the little thing, they got stuck there. Ooh, another secret gem. Is the clue supposed to be like, oh, this area is open, so you bomb this area? Video game logic. Ugh. They're just balling underneath the enemies, too. They're not using the flare gun at all, which is crazy. But again, they probably use save states for this whole thing. They didn't have to worry about being careful. Whoa. That's cool. Yeah, I like that there's like unique assets to find throughout the game. It's exciting for a game of this caliber. Ooh, that jump. That's a scary jump. Okay, let's just, skip through this. There's just a lot more of this. Oh! That temple is the final thing. Did they like need keys to go into it? Kinda seems like it. Oh, I see, okay. Wow. This is quite the jingle. Even the ladder flashes because it uses the same palette. Oh, look at this! Congratulations, you've gained all the treasures at last! Let's start on another adventure. This is more than Loadrunner ever gave you. Loadrunner doesn't have any sort of like victory screen. Very cute. Okay, and then it's like it changes the color palette and you just do it again. Somebody said that like the enemies like become invisible later or something in one of the later loops, and you need to like drop bombs to make them show up. Broderbund, guys, I don't know how to tell this to you, but nobody's gonna ever beat this even once, let alone multiple times. You don't need to put all this effort in. So many loops. Let's see. Let's start on another adventure. They looped a certain number of times and then decided that was it. Alright, well... Cool game. Cool fucking game. It was fun. I had an amount of fun. Certainly not nearly as much of a hidden gem classic as Loadrunner was, but... Yeah, they probably got so many lives that it overloaded the lives counter. That's a thing in a lot of old games. They might have even, I mean... No, they just played it really well. Did they start with 0? Wait a second. What is going on with their lives? Hold on. They started with 0 lives. Oh, that was just the demo. Oh, okay. And then they just got a fuck ton of lives through... Oh, look at that! So it looks like the little spots where you stand... I love that I discovered that this spot triggers that item, and then I never did that again. It would have been so easy to do that again. Maybe it has a random chance to either give you a potion or an extra life. And so this guy, probably by knowing where a lot of... Oh, yeah! Oh, those spots are like all over the place. Maybe that makes it much more manageable, actually. Maybe that's like a huge aspect to like beating this game. Because look at how fast they get up to like 9 lives. Okay, well. 7. They're probably just collecting them constantly. Wouldn't make the game a breeze, but would have been nice to know. Some Nintendo Power bullshit, yeah. Alright, well. You live and you learn. Just like vaguely curious. Spelunker NES manual. I'm just gonna see if there's anything funny in here. The bat. They call the bombs dynamite, which is funny. I guess I can just like put this up. A button, jump. B button, fire. The ghost. Fire your phantom blaster. You can only fire when standing on solid ground. Oh, the flare temporarily scares the bat. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Player, ghost, bat, the literal 3 only characters. Never fall. Falling off a cliff or into a pit will cause you to lose a life, so use ropes, ladders, or jump whenever you need it. Use jump. So the meter was energy. Hidden treasures. Something nice to have. A miracle. Wow. I like the way it said that. Energy. Look at this representation of the energy pickup. It is like a weird sci-fi thing. Flare, too? Like, what the hell? Red key is 2,000 points and blue key is 1,000. Why, we'll never know, because you need to collect all of them to progress. Am I wrong? Kind of seemed like they were all required to get. Last checkpoint. What do you mean checkpoint? The fuck do you mean checkpoint? What does this manual writer think checkpoint means? Huh? Just a lie. Just a fucking lie. Anybody know what's up with that? What do you mean checkpoint? I guess maybe it's just like before the term checkpoint was commonly used to refer to like a respawn point. I guess it doesn't necessarily exclusively mean like a place where you respawn. Last checkpoint, build points plus a bonus for energy left plus the value of the weapons collected. Oh, that's interesting. So if you have a bunch of bombs left over. Funny. Okay, yeah, not much to it. Not a whole goddamn lot to it. That's a short manual. Priceless treasures await you in a chamber deep beneath the earth, within the earth. Between you and the treasure are traps and barriers, restless ghosts of spelunkers who lost their way, and countless other dangers. Maybe that's what, this is supposed... No, wait. This is supposed to evoke. Maybe you're seeing the ghost of a former spelunker. Maybe that's what's reflected in the eyes. It's supposed to be one of your pals, one of your daffy pals. Your mission is to explore the caves and find the keys that will unlock the doors leading to the next passages. There is a tale of a legendary pyramid in the deepest part of the cave filled with riches beyond your wildest dreams. How do you, like, take the treasure out of the tomb, is my question. Wow, yeah, it's a very simple manual. There was not much that we missed here. And yeah, the ghosts just, like, show up sometimes. Manual does not explain why ghosts show up. They just do sometimes. Okay. Well, that's neat. He's looking at his copy of Spelunker. Japanese manual? I mean, is it cool? Oh. Yeah, it's got like cute art. That's fun. Japan loved this game, apparently, so it's got to have a quirky little Japanese guy. I like this face. Alright, I really am done now. Anybody live? Yeah, I wonder if La Mulana has any, took any inspiration from that too. Well, let's I'm gonna see if you can do this one on your own. Horror slop? Jabroni Mike streaming horror slop with Whiskey Dingo. I think I'm probably good on that. Yeah, we can just be done. We can just be done. But a fun game. I would recommend it to everyone. Even if you've never played a game before. please pick up Spelunker. And don't forget to go watch the new video on the main channel, Tomodachi Life. I made the thumbnail in the game. It is literally just a screenshot of the game. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.